Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. I'm gonna be honest with you, this episode didn't really offer a lot of anything. Um, it really didn't. It was actually somewhat of a disappointing episode. So, Sarah, I don't understand this chick. I really don't. I felt like she was so dumb in this episode. She was literally like the worst hostage you could sit there and have. I'm literally sitting there watching her talk to Kristen. Um, you know, she tries to negotiate with her at this point, talking about, oh, I'm not gonna sit there and tell or anything like that. I'm just gonna walk out and it could just be our little secret. And Kristen's like, yeah, no, because you were like dead set on telling before. And of course, Sarah brings up the fact that, oh, you killed that girl. And I'm like, what are you doing? At first she's like, are you gonna kill me? And Kristen's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And then Sarah's like, but you killed that other girl. You stupid. I'm watching this and I'm just like, sir, you can't be this stupid. And I'm just like, testing her patience is probably not a good idea. So, Sarah's like, well, listen, even if I don't show up, he's gonna look for me, he's gonna find me, he's gonna look for me, he's gonna find me. Why are you egging this woman on? So now she's like, well, I'm gonna sit there and send him a text to break his heart. So she does that. And of course, Sarah just can't keep her damn mouth shut. That's literally what it comes down to. So, Kristen's like, so are you gonna leave a voicemail to sit there and do that? Because at one point, Kristen was like, I'm just gonna sit there and see you on an island somewhere. He's still gonna look for me. Okay. So, Sarah's like, listen, the only way that he's actually gonna believe you if I was right there telling him to his face. You stupid idiot. You I'm just like, maybe killing you might have actually been the best plan for her. I mean, it's not what the fans want if you like, Xander and Sarah together. But just to kind of relieve her headache, maybe she should do that. Because this chick is not doing herself any favors by just continuing to talk. So, of course, at this point, we all know what she's going to do. I think she did this before. When she put on Nicole's face. She's just going to do that. Which is kind of odd because, I mean, you can put on her face, but let's be honest, you're much taller than her. And your body isn't exactly like hers, but, through TV magic, we're just going to make that work. So, whatever. And honestly, tell you the truth, I'm not gonna lie. As stupid as it was probably the best part in this whole episode. And it's sad because everything else was practically a waste of time. Ben is, well, let's be honest. Ben is not doing well. He keeps coughing from, everything that happened yesterday, or that happened Friday, with him finding Sierra. So he's coughing and coughing and coughing. And Marlena's like, listen, you should probably see a doctor. Of course, Ben is like, nope, not doing that too. I know Sierra's okay. So at this point, this whole hour is spent on Marlena, convincing or trying to convince Ben to not give up hope. That's it. That's literally it. That's the whole episode. Claire is pretty much catching up, catching Thea up on everything that's going on with the whole. And by the way, Thea was the second person that told Claire that she shouldn't have tried to hit Christian to get away. May I remind everyone that if she didn't do that, then she probably wouldn't be alive. So, yeah, I really don't understand that. Because, like, Bella was the second person that... I mean, Bella was the first person that was like, well, you shouldn't have hit him. Whatever, okay. But yeah, kind of lost my train of thought for a minute. But yeah, all they really did was catch each other up on everything that was going on. And they started to talk about Charlie. Because, you know, last time he was in town, he was wondering did they get together or anything like that. And she didn't really want to talk about it. And she went to go check on Ciara. And, well, good news is that Ciara is out of surgery. Julie talked to Jack because Jack gave her the good news. Well, part of the good news that Ciara is back, but we don't know if she's gonna make it through surgery. But she made it through surgery, so yeah. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I think the only other thing that Julie did was she freaked out when she saw a naked Xander, but then she started checking him out as he was walking away. And I guess that was the joke of the day. And to be honest, nothing else really happened except for the fact that Xander's worried, you know, because she's not, you know, she didn't call him back. He didn't hear from her, so he's just like, what's going on? Did she get cold feet, second thoughts, whatever? And he's worried. And Jack just kind of reassures him that, you know, everything is, you know, good and gravy. Well, it's not going to be good and gravy. And you know what? One of my subscribers, last name Jeffries, was basically snitched saying that she didn't want to watch the rest of, you know, this story so far because of how it's going to go. And I can understand where she's coming from. I still think she should watch it, but I understand where she's coming from because, you know, they're going to do this whole thing where Kristen is going to do her face thing and magic on her body, and she's going to pretend to be Sarah, and she's going to break his heart, and then she's going to walk away, and he's going to be crushed, and that's going to be that, and it just, I'm not going to lie, I'm so not looking forward to that. And it's not like I'm shipping these two, or I'm like, you know, I'm rooting for them. It's just, it's a plot that I see coming a mile away, and honestly, to tell you the truth, if Sarah would have just agreed, if Sarah would just agree to keep her damn mouth shut when it came to her Kristen, or at least not say anything in front of her, well, she would probably be still walking down the aisle. Maybe. You know what, honestly, to tell you the truth, at this point, Kristen could have still probably kidnapped her, and this whole thing would have played out the same way. But at the end of the day, she didn't really help her situation. So, yes. Sarah's still a moron, and I think this is about it. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't know what's going to go on with Ben's health. And yes, I did hear one of my subscribers sitting there saying that Ciara, well, the actress that plays Ciara may not be playing Ciara because of, like, they may be, I don't know, something's going on with the actress where she may not even be playing her anymore. And I'm just sitting there thinking, you know what, here's the thing. At this point, if she does leave, or whatever the case is, well, they should just recast. They should just recast. Now, granted, it's easy for me to say that because I haven't watched the show that long and I'm not super attached to the characters as much as other people. But I will give a perfect example on a show called General Hospital. A couple years ago, the actress that played Maxie, Kristen Storm, was out. Now, she's been coming, you know, there's been rumors saying that, well, there's been stuff going on that she's been there, then she's left, and then she's came back, and then she's left. And, she left so abruptly that they had to wind up giving, her co-star, I guess her husband or whatever, a side story or whatever, because the way she left. And I'm sitting there thinking, you know what, listen, as much as I like this character, and as much as I like the actress that's playing her, maybe it's better to recast. Because at this point, all this person's doing is slowing down the story, putting it to a halt, and just kind of screwing around with this stuff. I mean, with Days, they made it work. They made it work. I gotta give them credit. You know, they did this whole she's dead, and then, you know, found out that she was captured, so it worked. But, you know, I feel like this whole thing took place because of contract negotiations, behind the scene drama. And in some sort of ways, I was like, you know, maybe if they just recast, we may not have actually jumped through so many hoops. But these hoops were fun to jump through, so I give him props for that. But moving forward, if it's true and this actress is like, I don't know, whatever's going on, if it's studio, if it's her, just recast her and just move forward. And I know that's harsh to say because, you know, I'm not as attached to the character as much as other people, but just from a story point of view, because I'm not sitting there trying to do this whole now she's in the coma because we gotta wait to see how she feels or how the studio feels. Like, no, let's just, like, stop. Like, how long is this whole Sierra thing has been dead for? And then she's been coming and going? Like, just stop. This is, like, enough. And I've only been a fan of this show for about, like, a year or so. Enough is enough. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I think I'm done. As far as this review, not pretty much anything else happened, and, yeah. So with that being said, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. I know this came out super late. Mondays is my late days, so, yeah. But I appreciate people watching now, who's watching tomorrow, and I want to thank everyone for watching, because I always find this very fun to do, and the people that watch my reviews is the people that get me really energized and just, you know, energize me to do better. So, like I said on my GH review, I'm only here and doing these reviews as good as I'm doing because of the people that watch. So I sincerely thank you. With that being said, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Be safe. I will catch you in the next video.